First and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, Double honor to the Apostle Great Millstone, and salutations to the occupant of the four corners who's pushing his truth, his sincerity, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. All right, it's a Tazawan, Sharp Bar, and this is just a quick little lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Be mindful on the times that we're in, Akim. All right, the scripture says, blessed are the servants who we shall find watching. All right, we know that times is getting more. The spirit is ramping up. Okay, all right. The RFID chip is being made mandatory soon. Okay, they're gonna implement it to be mandatory.
So it ain't gonna be no option.
Yeah, kind. So I can you stay in the spirit of watching, stay in the spirit of being diligent. Okay. This truth that we have is nothing to play around with. Okay, a lot of things is going to start happening. Miracles. Okay, persecutions. Okay, so what spirit that we have to be in? We have to be in a watching spirit. All right, not being lukewarm. Okay, so with no further ado, we can go ahead and rip these scriptures out.
All right, this is Luke, chapter 12:31. It says, but rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all those things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
See, fear not, little flock. It is our Father's pleasure to give us this kingdom, okay? So the things that's going to start happening, we can't fear, okay? All right, don't fear the flesh. Don't fear Esau. Don't fear the things that's going to take place, man. All right, because the Lord wants us to get the kingdom.
That's right.
All right, and he said little flock. So it's not for everybody. All right, this is for the elect, okay?
Yep.
So think about it. In whatever city you're in, and you may have a small number. You may have 60 men. All right, you may have 60 men in your camp, right? That's 60 men compared to the population that's in your city, okay? That's a small number. That's 60 men compared to, let's say, the Chicago camp, 90 men. You know, I don't know if they got 90 brothers, but 70 men out of everybody in Chicago. You know, that's a little flock. That's a little number, man.
So the Lord only deal with the remnant.
A small few. Okay. So since he chose us to get this word, he called us to do it. All right, we have to go by the right steps. All right,
that's right.
Watching, praying, fasting. Fear not, little flock. Go ahead.
Come. It say, sell that ye have and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old.
Yep.
And treasures in the heavens that faileth not.
Yeah. See. Put our focus in the kingdom, man. All right, don't put our treasures in the things that are wax old, the bag that are wax old, man, and moth. Okay, that's this carnal world. Okay, you have to set your treasure, your money. All right, the penny that the Lord gave you. All right, and you go out and do the work in the marketplaces, which Akim are doing. All right. That you're gonna be rewarded for doing that. That's your treasure that you want. All right.
Basically, building your treasure in heaven.
Yeah, that's the building your treasure in heaven, man. All right. Spiritually, by doing this work. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, "Sell that ye have and give alms. Provide yourselves bags, which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupted."
See, a thief or it won't be corrupted if it's spiritual. Okay, because this entire world is finna be destroyed. Okay, Babylon is going down, so you don't want to set your spirit, your hope in nothing carnal. You want to set your hope unto the kingdom of heaven. That's why in the beginning of it, verse 31, it said that these things will be added unto you. All right, we're gonna get increased in the end of this thing. Akim, go ahead.
It says, for where your treasure is, it says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Yep, there where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Meaning your mind. If your mind is on things of this world, all right, you're not gonna get the kingdom. All right. If you set your heart, your mind, your spirit on the kingdom and doing this work, you're gonna reap that. Okay? remember, the scripture says you reap what you sow. Okay, the things that you sow in on the earth of righteousness, which is doing this work, you're gonna reap the benefits of it, which is the kingdom. Go ahead.
It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burn.
Yep, read that part again.
It say, let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning.
Yeah, let your loins be girded about, man. Now, when you go into war, when you girded up your loins, man, you get yourself ready in battle formation. All right, you begin to gird up your loins, okay? All right, girding up your loins is getting ready for battle, okay? It's if you had a garment and you tied the garment up. All right, you girded about your loins. You gird about your loins. You get ready to go to battle. All right, this is that war. This is that battle that we're in. All right, go ahead.
Yep. It says, and ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding. Then when he cometh and knocketh, then they may open unto him immediately.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're girded and you're ready for the battle, all right, to spend probably how about Shem Shai, when the Lord returns, man, you're gonna be ready for him. All right, you're gonna have that faith. All right. But you're not gonna get the kingdom. You're not gonna get to meet Yahweh Shai in the clouds, man. If you're not studying, if you're not researching, all right. If you're not fasting, if you're not praying, if you're not giving your alms, if you're not being brotherly, and first and foremost, if you're not going down the highways and hedges, man. All right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It say, blessed are those servants whom the Most High, when he cometh, shall find watching.
See, blessed are the servants who he find watching, man. And what are you watching for? You're watching for the prophecies. Okay. That's what you're watching for. You're watching for the mark of the beast. Okay? You're watching for the false prophets. You're watching for World War III to kick off. Okay? That's what you're watching. All right? That's what you're watching for. You're watching, watching your own spirit, examining yourself.
That's right. That's right.
You know? Watching the signs and the times, man. Go ahead.
It says, verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to the meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if ye shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so blessed, are those servants.
Yeah, man. So if you got 20 years in this thing, 30 years in this thing, 15 years in this thing, then your second watch, your third watch, when the Lord comes down and the angels come and give a report on what you're doing. Okay, because that's what's happening, man. The angels is coming down and they're seeing, all right, is he still out there? Is he still on the highways and hedges?
And you know what? It's like you know angels been appearing on earth lately, man.
Yeah.
Going to camps, watching brothers, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You entertain angels unawares, man.
Yeah.
It's real out here, man. It's angels actually walking around here, man.
Yeah, they're tallying up and giving a report back to the Lord, man. All right. The angels is set forth, man, and they're tallying. They're ministers, man.
Yep.
They're ministering to the Lord. They're giving a report on what the hell you're doing, man.
Yep.
All right. Are you out on the highways and hedges?
Are you doing your videos?
Are you doing your videos? You know? Are you studying? Are you researching? Are you fasting? Are you being brotherly? These things are getting reported. Are you watching? Are you watching the news? You stand up on current events.
Yeah.
All these things are being tallied up. Okay, so get your mind right. You know, and as I'm saying it, I'm thinking of my old man that I still have to shave off as well. You know, because we all still gotta continually get dipped in that fire, man, to become perfectly refined, man. Okay. If a man right now says that he's fully clean, man, he's a fucking nigga. He's a liar, man. He's gonna be destroyed, man. Because we all fall short. Okay, but we're still increasing. We're still gaining up our faith and spending probably out by Shem Shai. Okay, we're still trying to become better. All right.
It says, in this note, that if the good man of the house had known what the hour of the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken through.
Yeah, man. You wouldn't watch it. Your house wouldn't have been broken in if you was watching. Okay. You know, we say this all the time. A robber ain't gonna say, hey, I'm gonna be there at 12 o'clock, man. I'm finna come rob you at 12, man. All right? So we don't know when the Lord is gonna come. Okay? We just have to watch and pay attention for the signs, man. Measuring the time, man. The measuring stick is the prophecies that we gotta go by.
Look at that.
144, man.
144, man.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You know? So measuring the time, all right, so when you measure the time, we're seeing, all right, the scripture says that this is going to happen. The confusion of faces is going to come in, all right? Miracles is going to start happening. Okay, persecution is going to start happening. Okay, the world is going to wax old. World War III is supposed to be accumulating. So we're watching. That's measuring the time diligently, Akim.
Yep.
Okay?
Let's go back to 10. Let's go 10 here.
Get 2 to 30.
It said, and this know that if the good man of the house had known what the hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken through. Be ye therefore ready also.
Yep.
For the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not.
See, the Son of Man comes when you think not, man. All right. So you hey man, a lot of old one-westers from back in the day of the apostles. You know, what do you think? Those that flaked out after the year 2000. What do you think the angels gave report to the Lord on, man? This nigga, he's sitting. He went back into Christianity. He went back into Buddhism. You know what I'm saying? Or he went back into this. You know, or he lost faith. He's still going around claiming he's an Israelite, but he's not out there on the highways and hedges. You know, he's not teaching. Okay? He's not keeping hold of the law, statutes, commandments to the best ability. He's not upholding the Shabbat. All right? He's not, righteous, rehearsing the righteous acts.
That's right.
You know, he's just letting the high holidays pass by, man. But he don't know when the high holidays come in. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, read that again.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So watch, Akim. Okay.
Slack you.
No, it's all good.
I'm right on it too.
And then we're on 1 Thessalonians 5. We'll wrap it up. The spirit head that will go. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
It say Luke chapter 12, and I'm gonna read 39. It say, "In this note that if the good man of the house had known what the hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken through. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not."
That's right. He coming at an hour that we don't know, man. You know? What's that? 5 and 1? 1 Thessalonians?
Yeah, come on. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It say, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you."
Right. So in the times and the seasons, it won't be no need for a man who's been diligently searching and watching. Ain't no need for it to be written to us. You ain't got to tell us to not take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. You know, you ain't got to tell us that the little World War III is finna crack. You ain't got to tell us martial law is about to happen, concentration camps, the guillotine, the enforcement of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. You know, things happen in diverse places, earthquakes, tornadoes, death.
Yep.
You ain't got to tell us these things, man. We know, all right? Beginning with the apostles, a great millstone, because we've been watching.
That's right.
All right? And if you're not watching, you done slacked off, get off your fucking ass, man. All right? If you've been slacking off, and you know if you slacked off or not, get off your ass. All right? Go ahead,
Done. It say, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Most High so cometh as a thief in the night."
Yep, the day of the Most High comes as a thief in the night, man. All right? You know when it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you know? And you get a unexpected knock at the door.
Yep.
You know, the Lord's gonna unexpectedly come and knock at that door, man. Think about it, Jake. Jake just 3 o'clock in the morning, you just up, ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, do. You gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
Yep. Call with your pants down.
Yeah, call with your pants down, man. You know?
Yep.
You gotta be looking out the window at all times, man. Being on your watch, man. All right. In the ancient world, being on your watch is when you were sitting at the high post. All right, you were sitting on the high post of the tower, and you was watching for an invasion of the enemy. Okay, and you had to get back a report that there's intruders, man. Intruders, 100, you know what I'm saying, 100 clicks south.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep,
and then you gotta sound an alarm. Alright?
blow that trumpet.
Blow the trumpet. And that's what we're doing. That's what the Akim are doing. We're blowing the alarm. We're sounding that trumpet, man. Okay? Because we're watching and we're seeing that the enemy is coming. Alright? That's why we're out and telling, and we're Ezekiel, I believe it's 13 and 5, where it says that the false prophets, they didn't build the breaches and get that real quick. Breaches. Ezekiel 13 and 5, hold that. Ezekiel 13 and 5 real quick.
Ezekiel 13 and 5, it says, ye have not gone up into the gaps.
These are the gaps, the highways and hedges, man. Okay? The purpose of us going into the gaps is to do what?
Neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Most High.
Right, so you didn't go out in the highways and hedges, man. All right? And you didn't put a hedge. That hedge is a covering, okay? An exemption. Okay, that hedge is a covering for when the Lord gets here, man.
And you know what? That, like the brother mentioned, the hedge, that covering, go back to Ezekiel 9, tells you that the Lord put the mark on those that sign cry. So you gotta have that mark too, man, to be exempt from judgment, man.
Yep.
You know, them for the brothers that's being watchmen.
Yep.
So if you ain't being no watchman and you ain't got that mark, man, your ass is done, man.
Yeah, your ass is grass.
You know?
You see the false prophets, they go out, and they don't go out. That's the point. It said that they didn't go into the gaps and do what? To put the hedge?
Yeah, it said, ye have not gone to the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel.
See, making up the hedge for the house of Israel is to protect them from what's finna come. Warning them, admonishing. Hey, don't take the Arphidisha, which is the mark of the beast. All right, and these false camps, these false teachers out here, which we don't want to be like, is not covering the elect, man. All right, they're not covering Israel from the knowledge, wisdom and knowledge of the stability of that time. Okay, and they're not doing that.
It said to stand in the battle in the day of the Most High.
Stand in the battle of the day of the Lord, man, and we're coming up into that. That's it. You can go back.
This back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It said, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yep.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Most High so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right. Keep going.
It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction.
Yeah, man. If you're watching, you know the dollar's crashing. All right? This world is going down, man. If you're watching, you're going to know that. Okay? If you're really watching, you're going to know these things that's finna happen to this place, man. Okay?
Yes.
Hey, Israel is rising up, man, if you're watching. The confusion of faces, the confusion of faces. Okay? The confusion of faces is popping up everywhere, man, because we're watching, man. We're going into these ships and we're seeing the things that is so, man. All right, the scripture said declaring the beginning and declaring the end from the beginning. Salaki. So these things that was written in the beginning, they're being declared now. And if we're watching, we'll be able to keep track of those things that was said to happen, man. You know, that's it. Is there some more on that?
It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction come upon them as a travail upon a woman with child.
That's what's going to happen.
And they shall not escape.
Yep, and they won't escape, man. All right, because they didn't cover themselves with the hedge of Yahweh Shem Shai by going out in the highways and hedges, by being a brother, by giving diligence to make that call and election sure, man. Not being lukewarm. You see? And these false prophets and guys that's not serious about this truth, they're going to get caught up in this madness. They're going to get caught up in it. Okay? So, hey, continue to watch Akim, stay in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. This was a lesson, I don't know, whatever spirit, titles it. Hey, bless who he finds watching or something to that effect. But, through the spirit that the Lord wanted this to edify, okay? And we'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash, the Apostle Apostle Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim of the Four Corners who's pushing this truth and sincerity. All right, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. Abba, Abba,
Shalom.
Shalom.